here, Toby. So talk to me a little bit about what you think's gone particularly well in this project.
I think from the start, when we were given our texts, I was able to straight away have ideas about how to stage it. Like even set straight away, I was having ideas, and that came along, I think, with like the general idea, because we're now doing ours as a courtroom. And as soon as I saw an argument between two individuals, I thought, right, verdict, who wins the argument? And then came the courtroom idea. But I think as well that was a slight weakness, because it ended up being that I really, really liked the idea and I didn't want to let go of it.
Yeah.
So as much as it was a strength that I was able to envisage things straight away, and even like, see how it would run, when people were coming out with other ideas, I was open to them, but it was like a yes but. And I was sort of coming out with things of why my idea was easier and would look better.
Yeah.
So I think going forward, I'd like to change that up a bit and be a bit more open. And even if I really like my idea, it's like, what is it, kill your babies?
Yeah.
Like that. So, yeah.
Okay. What about the challenge? Like, I think that's kind of quite a personal one, but did you think there were any particular challenges within the group, like, or the work you were making? What were the challenges within that?
I mean, within the work we were making, it's a slight foreign feeling being given a text rather than a script, and being told you can't add anything, you have to say all of this, and you can't say anything else, and going, right, let's make a piece of theatre out of this. So that took a few sessions to get used to, but once we started splitting it up, and it was slightly easier for us because we had not lines allocated, but we had like sort of what character said anything anyway.
Yeah.
So then came another challenge of having to split it up between characters that weren't mentioned in the script.
Yeah.
But within the group, I think we had quite a passionate group, and a bit like what I said about my ideas, that was the one idea that I had and I stuck to. I had other ideas that I suggested, but where we had such a passionate group that was so strong in their ideas, it was harder to sort of speak up and go, actually, no, I think we should do this.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I'd like to work on going forward, is even if the group is really passionate and strong on their ideas, I'd like to be able to go, actually, let's give this a go, let's try this, and speak up for myself a little bit more.
Okay, good. What do you want your piece to say to an audience, do you think? What's the meaning, what you're trying to get across?
I think that all arguments, whether we think they do or they don't have to have a verdict. I mean, our piece ends with one of our characters telling the judge to F off.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of, I wrote in my character analysis that isn't part of the argument, that's a deflection. That's the coming to the end of an argument and realising, actually, where are we going with this?
Yeah.
And we spoke a bit about that in our group when we were preparing to stage it. We sort of said, what do we want the audience to get out of this? And that idea of the verdict is one of the reasons we did the courtroom, because it's like if an argument does have an end to it, it's like a verdict.
Yeah.
So you've got the two opposing sides, and we thought that would make it a bit clearer for the audience if we have those two sides, a judge in the middle, like a mediator, and to see that it doesn't have to have an end, it doesn't have to have a verdict.
Yeah. 2 days ago then, do you think currently that message is coming across?
I think so. I think
What do you need to do to kind of make that even clearer, do you think, in the next 2 days?
First of all, we just need to polish everything up, because as much as I think our message is reasonably clear at the moment, I think for it to become crystal clear for the audience, I think we just need to polish everything up, smooth it around the edges, so that the audience can see, bam, 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 this is what's happening, this is our message at the end. And we were told, or we were advised at this point, maybe don't add anything more.
Yeah.
But yesterday we thought, actually, let's add this bit at the beginning. So we've got a really cool sequence now at the beginning to sort of capture the audience, because the start was a little bit people coming in and then straight into dialogue.
Yeah.
But we thought if we add this sequence of music, character introductions and entrances, that'll really pull the audience in, let them know what's going on, and then we can go on with the piece.
Yeah, good. All right. Final question for me then. You're learning on this project. How are you going to take that onto future projects? What kind of key thing do you want to take from this project that you can use moving forward?
I think openness. I think I was very, at the start of the project, closed to, number one, staging text, and like I said earlier, being given a text and this is exactly what you've got to say. You can't add anything, can't take anything out. Being open to other people's ideas, and I think for me that's quite a good starting point on the course, to go forward with openness and open-mindedness.
Perfect. Thank you, Toby.